dear students. Today we are going to teach a 10th physics chapter number 9, light reflection and refraction. We see a variety of objects in the world around us. We will see so many objects in front of us, also something will be there. If you are seeing the mobile or seeing anything, that is an object that we can see. However, we are unable to see anything in dark room because there is no presence of light. When the light presents, we can see the object. When the light is not present, we can't see the object. In the dark room, we can't see the object. On lighting up the room, the things will become visible. When we put on the light or in the mobile torch, you can see the object. When the light falls on that object, then only we can see the object. There is some object like that we can feel. What makes things visible? How we can see that these things are visible to our eyes during the day? The sunlight helps us to see the object. The sunlight will help us to see the object. An object reflects the light that falls on it. Any object, if you want to see any object, the light source will falls on that one, then only we can see that one. These light rays are falls on this object, then here any person is standing means he can see this object. This is called reflected light. When the light falls on any object and it will reflect back to our eyes means it is known as reflected light. When received by our eyes, enable us to see things. We are able to see through a transparent medium as light is transmitted through it. There are a number of common wonderful phenomena associated with light, such as image formation by mirror. You have seen that in your daily life you have mirror and you are seeing yourself in the mirror. But here concave lens and convex lens, both the convex lens, it is not a lens, concave mirror and convex mirror you can see here, and twinkling of stars, the beautiful colors of rainbow, bending of light by medium, and so on. A study of the properties of light helps us to explore them. Here if we study the light thoroughly means we can see these phenomena here by observing the common optical phenomenon around us. Optical phenomena, it is like a twinkling of stars, sunrise and sunset, and we can see the object when we on the light or when we on the torch. These are all the natural phenomena we are seeing around us. We may conclude that light seems to travel in straight line. Here this is a very important point. When the sun rise, all the light we feel it will touch to our body, it is comes from sunlight or sun. It will be in the straight line. Then the fact that a small source of light casts a sharp shadow of an opaque object points to this straight line path of light, usually indicated as ray of light. If anything, if you are standing in front of the sun means your shadow will be felt like this. In the plane or in the mirror or anywhere, if the sunlight it will falls on your body, it will show the shadow. when it will falls on the ground. This is the things you will study in this topic. Now we can go for one note. If an opaque object on the path of light becomes very small, the light has tendency to bend around it and not walk in the straight line. Any opaque object, you have already learned that what you mean by opaque object in the earlier classes. If any light falls on the opaque object, it may bend with very small or minor. The light has a tendency to bend around it and not walk in a straight line. You have already learned that. You have seen the prism. When you pass the laser in the prism, it will be bent. When we show the incident ray like this, the prism will bend like this, and white light will be formed into Vibgor color, 7 colors. That are the things we will see in the light. It is cannot be passed through a straight path, and it will diffract, it will spread away with any different direction, with any direction, an effect known as diffraction of light. This effect is known as diffraction of light. Then the straight line term, when the then the straight line treatment of optics using ray fails. To explain phenomena such as diffraction, light is also thought of as a wave. Light also we feels that it is a wave, the details of which you will study in higher classes. You will study in higher classes these things. Light is like a wave, that and all the things you will study in the higher classes. Again, at the beginning of 20th century, it become known that the wave theory of light often becomes inadequate for treatment of interaction of light with matter. This is important. Inadequate for the treatment of interaction of light with matter. Light with matter, it will shows the theory, the wave theory of light. These two are interdependent, and you will study these things in the higher classes. And light often behaves somewhat like a stream of particles. Sometimes when you suddenly observe the light anywhere direct to ground, any dust particles is moving, means it will show the light, ray of light, and the light often behaves somewhat like a stream of particles. Stream of particles means you will see the blurriness in the light. This conclusion about the true nature of light continued for same years till the modern quantum theory of light emerged, in which light is neither a wave. It is very important. According to the modern quantum theory, it shows that light emerged, in which light is neither a wave. It is very important. In the question paper you may get for 1 marks question, neither a wave nor a particle. The new theory recognizes the particle properties of light with the wave nature. Here with the wave nature, the particle properties also studied here. These are all the note. It is important for the examination also, or it will be useful for some topic in our this light chapter. This is the highlight, or otherwise like a hint they have given here. Next, coming to down, in this chapter we shall study the phenomena of reflection and refraction. Reflection is different and refraction is different. Very important. These two words are very important. If you want to get the correct meaning or correct definition, check the dictionary and write here above your textbook. You write here what you mean by reflection, what you mean by refraction. Reflection is when the light falls on any object, it will reflect back, then it is called reflection. Refraction means bending of light. Bending of light means when you take one transparent bowl and fill the water here, dip the pencil inside here. Here the pencil visibles very big inside the water, but outside the pencil is in the normal size. This is known as refraction. These the two things you will study here of light using the straight line propagation of light. Straight line means the always the light will pass in the straight line. These are all the things applies here and you will study these things. These basic concepts will help us in the study of some of the optical phenomena in nature. We shall try to understand in this chapter the reflection of light by spherical mirror and refraction of light through application in real situation. You have learned or we have heard the word spherical mirrors. What do you mean by spherical mirrors? In a circle, if we take one part, it will looks like this or looks like this. When it will become like a mirror, one side it will be rough surface, one side it will be smooth surface. This is the rough surface, this is the smooth surface. When the light or any object falls on this one, it will reflect back. Even this is concave mirror and convex mirror. In next, going to the next page, you will study these things. Then first 9.1 point you will see here. Reflection of light, very important one. Directly I will tell that if you have any plane mirror, when the light falls on here, this is called incident ray. It is represented by I or small I. It will reflect back in another direction, then it is called reflected ray or small r. This is known as reflection of light. Here we will draw the normal to this one. At the center, this line is called normal line. See here, a highly polished surface. You feel that this is a mirror. This one is mirror. When the laser light falls on it here, it will reflect back in another direction. A highly polished surface such as mirror reflects most of the light falling on it. Here this is the one example you can see here, or you can do the experiment yourself also. Take the laser light and one mirror. In one direction you are on the laser light to the mirror, it will reflect in another direction. Already familiar with the laws of reflection of light. You have already studied that in the 8th standard, about the laws of reflection of light. These two laws are very important in our daily life also. Let us recall these laws. First one is the angle of incidence. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. First one, angle of incidence. This is I, this is R, this is normal. What is the angle of incidence? This is I. How much is the incident ray? The reflected ray is also same. If the incident ray is 30 degree, then reflected ray is also 30 degree. That is the properties of light angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. You have to remember these laws. Angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. This is very important topic, and these laws are very important. Second one is the incident ray. This is incident ray. Then this incident ray we have drawn normal to the mirror. Normal to the mirror means this is a normal line at the point of incidence and reflected ray. This is reflected ray. Incidence and reflected ray all lie in the same plane. See here, this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, this is normal ray. All lie in the same plane with the same point. This is known as, they all lie in the same plane. This is very important. This is the second law of reflection. First one is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and the incident ray normal to the mirror at the point of incidence and the reflected ray all lies in the same plane. This is very important laws. These laws of reflection are appreciable to all types of reflecting surfaces, including spherical surfaces. You are familiar with the formation of image by plane mirror. What are the properties of image? Image formed by plane mirror is always virtual and erect. Image formed by a plane mirror. If you are seeing here in front, this is the mirror. If you feel that it is a mirror, in front of that you are standing, and in the mirror also you will feel like that is. Here the right hand will become here left, here the left will become in the mirror right. This is known as the virtual and erect. Virtual means your opposite to that one. If you are raising the right hand, it will show left hand. Erect means your reflection, that is the reflection of yours, and the size of the image is equal to the object. The height of the image or anything, the size of the image is as object, both are same. This is also important point. The image formed is as far behind the mirror, same distance from the mirror. In front of the mirror you are standing 2 feet from the mirror, then in the mirror also image will be forming at 2 feet. It is same. How much distance the object is there, the same distance will be image from the mirror. It will show like this. It is very important. 2 feet, here also 2 feet. Further, the image is laterally inverted. Totally it is inverted, means opposite to the things or opposite. Then one question they have arised: how would the images be when the reflecting surfaces are curved? When the reflecting surfaces curved means here it is in the straight, but when it is have curve like this, what you will do? Let us explore. See, one activity is given. In the home you take a large shining spoon, try to weave your face in its curved surfaces. You have seen spoons, no? You take the spoons and in the spoons you see the faces of yours. How you get, or do you get the image? Is it smaller or larger? Move the spoon slowly away from your face. Observe the image. How does it change? In front of your face you are holding the spoon. Big spoon means take to some distance. You extend your hand. How you feel or how you looks in the spoon? Anything it is changed? Reverse the spoon and repeat the activity. Reverse the spoon means you reverse it. Then repeat this activity. keep front hand, keep it with some distance. Compare the characteristics of image on the two surfaces, both front and back. You have to see the curved surfaces of a shining spoon could be considered as curved mirror. In the shining spoon, we have considered the shape, curved shape. If you feel that it is a spoon, it will be curved like this. This is one face, this is another face. The most commonly used type of curved mirrors is the spherical mirrors. Here it is the representation of spherical mirror. The reflecting surfaces of such mirrors can be considered to form a part of surfaces of sphere. Sphere means if you have one sphere, inside that a shining part will be there on the surfaces. If you take small part, it will shines back. Such mirrors whose reflecting surfaces are spherical are called spherical mirrors. Any shape it looks like spherical or curved, then it is called spherical mirrors. Here we will see two types of mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. We shall now study about spherical mirrors in some detail. Spherical mirrors. The reflecting surface of a spherical mirrors may be curved inwards. Inwards means the inside will be curved. This is the things. When you are beginning, the going to middle, it will be inside, and again it will comes to the particular or same size. We will see here. The reflecting surfaces of a spherical mirror may be curved inwards. This is important. Inwards or outwards. Outwards means it will be like this. Inwards means this will be like this. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surfaces is curved inwards, that is faces towards the center of the sphere, it is called concave mirror. This is one of the things we will see here. Inwards, the spherical mirror, it is inwards. At the center, the mirror will be inwards, then it is called concave mirror. It is called concave mirror. This is concave mirror. When the spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards, it is called convex mirror. Outwards means at the middle it will be outwards. Here you can see that it will be reflects like this. Then it is called convex mirror. The schematic representation of these mirrors is shown in the figure 9.1. You may note these diagrams that the back of the mirror is shaded. In the back of the mirror, you have already seen that it is shaded here. Concave mirror and it is convex mirror. Concave mirror, you have to see that inwards. Convex mirror at the middle, outwards. These two are important concept. You have to keep it in your mind. Two mirrors are there in the spherical shape, concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror will be inward. Concave mirror will be inwards. Convex will be outwards. The reflecting surfaces will be inwards means it will be concave. Inwards, concave. Outwards means the reflecting surface it is convex. The schematic representation here it will be there. The back side of the mirror it is shaded. You may now understand the surfaces of the spoon curved inwards can be approximated to a concave mirror. You are having the spoon and if you are seeing that at the center it will be inwards, means it is concave mirror in the spoon, and the surfaces of the spoon bulged outwards can be approximated to a convex mirror. It is represented as a convex mirror. Before we move further on spherical mirrors, we need to recognize and understand the meaning of few terms. These terms are commonly used in the discussion about the spherical mirrors. If you are discussing about the spherical mirrors, these things are very important. The center of the reflecting surfaces of a spherical mirror is a point called pole. This is very important. If this is concave mirror, what I am writing, concave, at the center it is inwards, this point is called pole. In the convex also, the center it is called pole. It lies on the surfaces of the mirror. The pole is represented by the letter P, capital letter P. Here